And of course that means in disease. Fear inhibits the action. Vyasa, a great saint of old, said years ago that fear inhibits the effect of mind on the disease. Now we have one or two illustrations of changes produced in matter by thought. I'll just quickly go over them. First, thought suggesting to the subconscious mind, according to Professor Hudson, produced 100 consecutive cures in cases of especially neurasthenia. That thought suggested to the subconscious mind, which is a part of the mind, caused those changes in matter. And so you can see thought can change matter by working through the subconscious mind. I have another illustration that comes to me. There was a cab driver who was one of my patients, and he had a condition that would not respond to treatment. I found that he was working 24 hours of the day practically, running that cab. And his thought pattern was not right. And as a result, his body would not respond. Matter changed. One day he came in smiling, and he was completely changed. He had sold the cab. And from that minute on, his whole body changed. He responded to treatment. And so you see, thought, as the thought pattern in the mind, can change matter. In this case, the body. And one other illustration. One of the boys who graduated with us, a very brilliant boy. We had just graduated, and a few of us had set up our offices. He was the only child. He set up his office. Another of the boys had an office next door. In the morning of one day, that other boy came in, and he didn't hear any noise in this doctor's office, so he went in, and he found that he was lying on the floor. He had strapped on a gas machine, was experimenting, and it stayed on his head as he became unconscious, and he passed away. That night, the committee of us went to see his father and his mother. I had seen them before. And do you know that due to that severe change of thought, that I did not recognize those two people. They were not only changed in the expression, but the whole body was shriveled up. And so you see, thought can and does change matter. Thought stamps us either as gluttons, as worldly people, as criminals, as cultured individuals, or as children of God. Thought stamps us there. The glutton has the appearance of one. The criminal, you know he's a criminal. Cultured people have that appearance. Of course, there are different kinds of cultured people. Some are nice. We have some in Boston known as the Beacon Hill residents, and they are known as the snobs, and they look it. So there are different kinds of cultured people. But the thought does produce that condition in the body. And children of God, who are impregnated with His divine love and His protection and His power, they look as children of God. So thought can change matter without question. And so in conclusion, to change matter as we desire, we must keep thought right. We must keep the thought pattern right. And self-realization fellowship techniques, which give you God contact, can surely keep the pattern of thought right. There's nothing like that to keep the pattern right and also to give you the power to project that pattern as you want. Keep the pattern right by keeping in contact with God. With this one warning, nor be ye of doubtful mind. Do not doubt God. If you doubt God, the pattern is blemished. It is not as it should be. And so God contact, which you have right in your hand if you want it, can keep the pattern right. The pattern of thought must be right. And then, through His power and His grace, you can project that pattern to give you the desired result in matter.
In order to profit from these practical teachings in a meaningful way, which will have a definite and tangible impact in your life, we suggest that you subscribe to the Self-Realization Fellowship's home study course on the science of yoga. Please visit the SRF on the web at yogananda-srf.org or call the SRF's Mother Center in Los Angeles, California at 323-225-2471.